Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center for a much-anticipated main event. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Davis's entourage has that look on their face. They know they've put the work in, and you can see how confident they are for the battle that lies ahead. Ramirez's confidence is really showing through as he makes his way to the ring.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Just the opening round of 12 scheduled for tonight's bout. Oh, what a whiff by Davis. Be interested to see early on here how much an advantage there is with speed. Davis is full of it. He has blazing hands, Teddy.
Can he keep it up all night long? I think he's going to have to.
Just like that! Just like that!
He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Goes up top with the right hand. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. You see him holding on. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Davis. They both decide to bring it. Halfway through round number one.
Work the body!
Gets rid of that body shot. And he just holds on there. Trying to go downstairs, but off target.
It's okay. Pay him back.
Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
Keep working the body.
He engages in the clinch. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs.
Finish with a hook.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Ramirez's ability to get to his opponent worked out well there. He damaged him in that round.
You gotta take it to him this round, all right? You got. Okay. Now keep boxing. You're doing great. You're making it hard for him to hit you.
Here you go.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. No, he missed that right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Thunder's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. Went to the body there, but Ramirez is big shot comes crashing home, and he goes down for the first time tonight.
One, two, three, four.
Ramirez is back up on his feet. What will he look like in the next few moments of this fight? That's the big question. Nice block by Davis.
Keep working the body.
Thunder's well off the mark that time. Halfway through round number 2. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Davis's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. He just missed that shot up top. Just an excessive amount of holding here. Just much too much clinching. Thunder's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Davis is shook up there, Teddy. What a turn of events. Just moments ago, he was the one doing the damage.
No other sport shows retribution right in front of you so quickly, so impactfully.
Like the way he was able to hook to the gut there. Good block by Davis.
Back to the body.
How about that? What a round we just saw. Both men were able to get to the other. Both men seemingly hurting that round.
And the kind of round where a judge really has to do his job. Everyone else does their job. Trainers, managers, we're trying to do ours. But now it's up to the judges to really look at that and find where they can separate the 2 fighters.
All right, deep breath now. Deep breath. Relax. Relax. Are you all right? Now I need you to keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, all right? I need you to focus.
Ramirez has got to be so careful here, Teddy. He was knocked down in the last round, and you know his opponent's going to be gunning for him here at the start of this round.
But this is where you walk a tightrope, so to speak, because if he's too careful, as you alluded to, guess what? His opponent walks in and the fight's going to get stopped. So, yeah, he's got to be smart, but he's also got to pitch something at his opponent, chuck something at his opponent to keep him off a little bit, too.
Jump on. Nice.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Able to land the hook to the head.
shot, body shot. You got this one.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Move your head.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
That's
A
it.
sharp jab by Ramirez. Davis is making me wonder if his legs are really underneath him. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but the non-stop clinching, it's revealing a lot.
Yeah, it is revealing a lot. He's not right. He's hurt a little bit, but he could turn it around for an opportunity for himself because he could grab inside and then let go and then...
Boy, oh boy, that's tough to take. Ramirez is cracked by a right hand.
Hold on to him.
Move your head.
And now he's targeting upstairs.
Get in there.
Big left hand.
Clinch him.
He is stunned, but somehow manages to have the wherewithal to hold on.
Pace yourself.
Head and body. Head
10
and
seconds
body.
to go in this third round. See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Ramirez.
Okay, relax. This fight is so close. It's really close. Let those hands go, all right? Let them go. This is the time. We need to outpunch this fucking guy.
Keep circling. Don't stand in front of him. Listen to me. You're not giving me enough punch.
Time to take a look at Teddy's scorecard as we begin round number 4. Thunder's actually got to be feeling pretty good about himself. I know he's dropped 2 rounds here, but he did score a knockdown in the 1 round that he won.
Yeah, of course, and that's what this is about. This is not amateur boxing, professional boxing. The power punches, the punches that hurt the other guy more than he hurt you, they count for more.
Good block there by Davis.
Uppercut. Uppercut. Watch the hook.
Thunder's punches just don't look like what they should look like right now, Teddy. I know he's thrown a lot early on here, but there's no oomph on them.
Well, that's the other side of it. There's always a flip side to a coin, and the flip side here in the boxing is, yeah, he threw a lot of punches, but they didn't affect the guy. Right now, I think he's giving in a little bit.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Ramirez is in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Well off the mark by Ramirez. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Nice, nice.
Wow, what a punch there by Thunder.
Okay, get your hands up.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier. earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think you're just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
Davis is still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is, you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Work the body!
A headshot blocked. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds.
See some defense!
Committing well now to that left hand over the top. End of the round there. A round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically, how are they acting? What are you seeing out of them?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
You can't let this guy throw first.
New round underway here. He's hoping that it doesn't look like the last stanza where he was knocked down.
Well, this is a sport, a profession where hope is attached to something very tangible. You know, it's not just a notion, we hope, but it's attached to a jab. It's attached to his head movement. He has a good jab. He has good head movement. Guess what? He has hope. He'll be okay the next round.
Unload, more punches.
Well, he's just not throwing many jabs here tonight, Teddy. I know that really bothers you. You like a guy that commits to the jab, don't you?
Well, that's boxing 101. I mean, that's the fundamentals, and it has so many areas where it serves you. I mean, it sets up your punches, it sets up your offense, but it controls your defense. Keeps a guy at a certain distance, gives the guy something to think about. It's just the most basic thing in the world.
And he ties up on the inside.
Focus.
Come on, kid, focus.
Pace yourself.
Davis's legs look shaky. He was hurt.
Keep moving. Keep
Wow,
moving.
stunned moments ago, but now somehow, some way, a destructive right hand by Thunder.
Finish with a
He
hook.
turned things around, and now his opponent has to be asking himself questions.
Yeah, he's got to be saying, what do I have to do to get rid of this guy?
Work the body, kid.
No, his opponent got away from that uppercut. Ramirez is doing a brilliant job with his head movement. He's employing top-notch defense right here, and it's frustrating his opponent.
It is frustrating his opponent. His opponent needs to make an adjustment of thinking right now and understand what's there, not what's not there. We know that the head's not there, but what's there? The body. He needs to start going downstairs. That will freeze up some of that head movement.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding
Come
on.
on, kid, focus.
Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Nice strike after catching one by Thunder. Final 10 seconds of this fifth round.
Go, go.
End of the round, and he's had better rounds in the fight than the one we just saw, but still, it's very much there for the taking.
Yeah, whoever finishes up strongly in the late parts of these rounds, a lot of times, you know, the judges get mesmerized a little bit here too. You know, it's a real close fight, and you kind of forgot where the separation was. And whoever grabs the last part of the round That's who you remember. It's very important in this kind of fight. Finish up good at the end of the round.
Up and we have this one.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Unable to score with the hook.
Keep working the body.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Thunder.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Ramirez is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Here's something that's a key factor now, and that is his ability to simply defend himself. He's doing a wonderful job at it.
Yeah, he is, and that gives him the ability to always be fresh and confident round after round since he's not taking a lot of punishment.
Davis is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch.
Punch, punch.
Halfway through round 6.
Hook, hook.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. And he's holding.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut.
Left and right! Left and right! Relax.
Good way to protect the midsection. Ramirez is now showing off what he probably worked very hard on in the gym. You can see that the effective footwork, the movement, is making for this to be a fairly easy round for him. Teddy, what kind of training regimen do you put a guy through to develop this skill?
Well, what you do is you have him work on defense. Sometimes I'll put a fighter in the ring to spar, and I won't let him throw punches back. I'll make him just make the guy miss. Just use his legs, use his head movement, use his blocking skills, and make sure he concentrates exactly on one thing, defense. He's showing it right now.
Breathe. Breathe. I need to see the combinations from you.
Halfway through the scheduled rounds here.
Watch the hook!
Keep working the jab. Good, good.
was a miss by Davis. Good block. At the halfway point of round 7. Now he ties up there. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Thunder. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him.
Body shot, body shot.
Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Davis. Targeting each other. The exchange was something special. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. He's getting rid of that punch from his opponent. Well blocked by Davis. And that's the end of round 7.
Fucking beautiful. That was fucking amazing. I want another round like that. This is your...
That was good. You took a lot out of them that round. Keep that up. Listen, I'm not gonna stand here and watch you take those shots, you understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches.
Davis is starting to grab control of this fight now. Look at Teddy's scorecard as we start round number 8. Was a close fight, but just slowly creeping away from his opponent as he extends this lead.
Well, this is where you start to see the personality. You know, where you start to have an X-ray, a portal into the soul of a guy. What he's made of, what his temperament is, the decisions he makes. He wants to be special. He's separating himself.
Focus!
Looking good.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Ramirez is putting forth a game plan of being a volume puncher, but Teddy, he's not landing a lot of these punches. And what kind of effect can that have on this fight?
Well, he can get frustrated a little bit, and hey, he might not win the fight. It can have that kind of effect. Is that effective enough?
Davis, he is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Thunder's trying to survive this. He is taking a beating right now. That one good shot came in and rocked him.
And that's the problem with his defense right now. You know, he's trying to block those shots. You can't block 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots at a time. They get through.
He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Davis. 90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
Work the body, kid. Body shot.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Ramirez. Good defense just covering up down low. Good exchange. He fires back.
You're not focusing.
Nice work, nice work.
Looking good.
Last 10 seconds.
Watch the hook.
This round comes to an end, and you can just see that he doesn't have much to him, not much energy there. I mean, how does a trainer fix that?
Well, first of all, you said a key word there. You said you can just see. Well, his opponent can see it, so he's not going to slow down. His opponent now is going to come out even faster. So if you're the trainer, the first thing you say is, hey, take a deep breath, get yourself together. Don't let this guy know you're tired. You're not tired.
I need you to focus and keep your hands up and keep working the jab, okay? Double up the jab and just keep moving. You okay? Good, I need you to use your feet, all right? Move around the ring more.
Listen, why not pick up where you left off? Remember, he was so badly damaged in the last round. You got to think his opponent should be all over him here.
Could be an opportunity. Sometimes you got to take something that's dark, that's really bad, and turn it around, find the good. Maybe he can find the opportunity to catch his opponent coming after him a little careless.
Smashing left by Thunder. What a big shot. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again? Davis is going to have to pull himself together here. Now, he beat the count, but still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work because he doesn't have the benefit of his legs. Can't move around there wobbly right now. So what he's got to do is grab on a little bit and walk. Walk to the ropes, kill some time, make the referee come in between you and break you.
Good block by Davis. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Throwing a lot of punches here. Now his opponent is showing very, very good movement. What adjustments can he make to deal with that movement?
Well, Joe, when you're fighting a guy who's smart, who's hard to hit, first of all, you got to shorten those punches up. If they're wide, they have no chance at all. And you got to go to the one place that's not moving. Guess where that is? Downstairs.
Guard up!
He scored well after being hit himself.
Let it go!
Now hugging on the inside.
Come on, get focused.
Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Last 10 seconds of the 9th round.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Now let's go.
The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Body then head. Let's finish this. Nice and relaxed. You're in control.
as we start a new round, I pose this question to you. Is there any hope for him? He's been knocked down numerous times.
Look, there's been great comebacks in this sport. There's always hope. You don't know how deep a man's reserve is inside their soul, inside their mind. But dangerous grounds now to find out.
So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Work the body, kid. Body shots. Uppercut.
Nothing there on the punch by Davis. Thunder's out there for another round after being knocked down in the last round. We know what happens in the 60 seconds with a fighter who was damaged, but what about those 60 seconds in the opposing corner, Teddy?
You know, Joe, that's a great question. And I remember my mentor, Customato, when we were training fighters, he used to always say, look, you know you're a banger, and this guy happens to be a banger. Well, if you hit a guy clean, you know you hurt him. But he's not going to show you. He's going to act like a pro. He's going to con you. He's going to act like that didn't hurt him. But you have to remember, hey, it hurt him. So go after him like he showed it, even if he's not showing it.
Keep moving. Keep moving. You're not focusing. Punch! Punch!
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Hook! Hook!
Thunder's not having things go his way tonight, but there's one easy explanation for it. He's barely moving. He's just stationary there.
And his opponent's taking great advantage of that. He's coming in, he's finding them, he's giving them angles. You know, I think part of it is frustration. He's not moving because he's being kept off balance, and right now he's just not thinking right.
Double up that jab and finish off with...
All right. You want this fight? Because listen to me, man. If you want this fight, you got to stay busy out there, all right? Because you're losing this fight. Why? Because you're not throwing any punches.
Davis's corner gave him some good advice, and he's executed it well in recent rounds. As we start round number 11, a much closer fight on your card.
Yeah, they gave him a little financial advice. They said, do you like money? Do you want to have a nice bank account? Well, if you do, you better pick it up.
There it is! That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The ref stops the fight. Thunder's night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count. Ramirez's power that we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard, now ends the night with a knockout victory.
And it begins the next night, the next dawn, the dawn of the new beginning. More money. Knockouts, bring money.
I'm Joe Tessitore for Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us and enjoy the rest of your night.